it's that time of year. Welcome to this holiday cookie recipe series. Today we're going to be making holiday kitchen sink cookies. Let's get into it. So as far as all the ingredients that you're going to need for this one is you're going to need flour, about 1.5 cups. Then you're going to need about 1.5 sticks of room temperature softened butter. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Then you're going to have all of your salt, your baking soda, your baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of each of these. Then we have about 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar and 1/4 of a cup of regular white granulated sugar. I have 1/2 cup of white chocolate chips and then 1/2 cup of green and red M&Ms for that holiday color. Then I have 1/3 cup of crushed potato chips and 1/3 cup of crushed pretzels, both in the same bowl. Then you're gonna need just the egg yolk of 2 eggs. And then add some holiday jimmies. So I picked these candy cane jimmies. You could do some green, some red, whatever colors you're looking to put into your holiday kitchen sink cookies. All right, let's get started. So you're gonna need 1 large bowl and you're gradually gonna start adding all of your ingredients in here. We're gonna start off by adding our softened butter. It is salted butter for this recipe. And then we're gonna add in all of our sugars to this bowl as well and get the sugar and butters all creamed together. So I'm adding my granulated sugar and my brown sugar. Gonna get that all blended until it's nice and fluffy. Great. Once that looks something like this, you're gonna add in your 2 egg yolks. And then I'm also going to add in my vanilla extract. So 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract in here. Then start mixing that in. Once this is all been blended, you're gonna start adding in all of your dry ingredients. So that means your 1.5 cups of flour. And then that means your salt, your baking soda, and your baking powder. Get that all in there. You can start blending. So this mixture is going to be pretty dry and flaky. You can start mixing in all of these other ingredients, but you're going to be doing it with your hands. So I have my 1/2 cup of white chocolate chips, my 1/2 cup of M&Ms that are red and green. Add those in there. I'm gonna add in my holiday jimmies. And then I'm gonna add in my chopped up potato chips and my chopped up pretzels. You can just start mixing that in. Now that you have your dough, you're gonna line a cookie sheet with some parchment paper, and then you're gonna split this dough into about 20 cookies. You may have 2 batches that have to go into the oven, but I'm gonna start doing that right now. Once you have your cookies formed, you're gonna pop those into the oven at 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm gonna do that right now, and then we'll be right back. After 10 to 12 minutes, you're ready to get out your cookies. As a rule of thumb, I'm gonna let these cool for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then I'm gonna move them to a cooling rack. And then typically in the cooling rack, I'll let them sit for maybe 10, 15 minutes before giving them a try. So we'll be right back. So after your cookies have been sitting on a cooling tray for about 10 to 15 minutes, you're ready to give them a try and get them stacked into a cookie tin. So I think this is the one that I wanted to give a try. All right, so I'm gonna pack these up in a cookie tin. If you enjoyed this video, why don't you go check out this Russian tea cookie recipe. It's another part of this holiday recipe series that's a great holiday cookie for you to give a try. Thanks for watching. Bye.